Thanks to Armageddon Expo, I'm talking to Mira Furlan. Mira Furlan played Delenn in Babylon 5, for which she was awarded the Sci-Fi Universe Award for Best Supporting Actress in a Genre TV Series for 2 years running. She's also played Danielle Rousseau in Lost. Mira has significant credits for her work in the former Yugoslavia and Croatian TV and theatre, for which apparently she's won all the highest awards, including 2 Golden Arenas, which were the former Yugoslavia's Oscars. Welcome, Mira.
Hello.
2 years ago, I interviewed Bruce Boxleitner about, and he was really enthusiastic about Atlantic City, and now IMDb says that you're actually in Atlantic City and it's all happening. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's happening. I mean, maybe you know more than I do. I don't know.
Oh, okay, because it was saying Atlantic City 2014, you're in it.
Yeah.
So,
no, it's it's a beautiful project and it would be great if it happened. But I haven't heard anything lately.
Oh.
So we'll see.
Well,
yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
IMDb, now I'm wondering how accurate it is, but IMDb also says that you've been in Space Command Redemption with some old colleagues. Like
That's right. We shot that. That's happening. I mean, I know because I just finished. I just wrapped up the movie. So we shot that movie, and it's a series of science fiction films, and I have a beautiful role in a couple of them. So I'm excited about that. It was very pleasant. Wonderful man, Mark Zickery, wonderful writer, who wrote this part specifically for me. So I'm excited about that. Had a lovely time.
What can you tell us about it?
It's a huge saga. It's a very ambitious project. It encompasses a couple of generations, so fathers and sons and grandfathers and grandmothers over centuries, really. So it's a huge, big, wonderful project that has many political and kind of parallels with our time and so on. And I play a wise woman.
Well,
so
that
nice.
should be a very familiar role to you.
Yeah. An archaeologist who deals with the past and is investigating other worlds and how they affect our world. And there is also a love story, which is very important. And then I have another relationship with my daughter. I got to work with Doug Jones, the actor who's in Pan in Pan's Labyrinth, and now he's in a new series by Guillermo del Toro, and I got to play with Bob Picardo, who's a wonderful man, a wonderful actor. Bill Mumy, who's my friend from Babylon 5. So it was really fun, really fun.
Oh, it sounds great.
Yeah.
Really look forward to it, and I like my sci-fi with a bit of depth and a bit of meaning to it too. So it sounds good.
Yeah.
You played Delenn, the Minbari priest, from the pilot of Babylon 5 until the recent reunion. What have you most enjoyed about playing Delenn?
Well, I enjoyed beautiful writing by Joe Straczynski. It really talked about our world. It's not, science fiction has that ability to actually address issues that we have, that we deal with in our world and so on. I enjoy that. I enjoy the complexity of the character, the softness, the vulnerability, but also the fierceness and resolute nature of that character and so on. There was a lot to play. It was a very rich character and a rich story. I enjoyed working with Bruce Boxleitner, of course. He's a lovely man. And I enjoyed working with the whole cast. Some people are incredible, and I can't tell you how much I miss them. like Andreas Katsoulas, who I think is one of the best actors that I've ever encountered in my life. Rick Biggs, who was my friend. Tim Choate, who was another friend of mine. So it's very strange how we lose people on that show. Very, very strange.
Yeah,
and very sad.
Yeah, very, very sad.
Yeah, we stayed. Peter Jurasik, Bill Moomin, they all became my friends, and we are still in touch. Pat Tallman, Claudia Christian, we all get together. I mean, there is something happened on that show that united the actors, and I love that aspect of it, because it usually doesn't happen. Actually, I can't say that it ever happened in my whole life, you know, and I've been doing it for a while in different, you know, in theater and TV and on different continents, but I never stayed in touch with
Thanks so much, guys.
the people whom I work with as on Babylon 5. Isn't that interesting?
Okay, awesome.
Not even in Yugoslavia, in Croatia, no, never. You know.
That makes it even more special.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what it was. Yeah. Good bunch of people.
After Babylon 5, you played Danielle Rousseau in Lost, a recurring character who appeared intermittently. What was Lost like for you?
Well, it was a mixed experience because I probably now, in retrospect, I see that I had bigger expectations from that role and from that job than was realistic, really. So it was a beautiful character. It could have been a beautiful character, but ultimately it just didn't live to the potential, you know, as a character. So it was frustrating. But I enjoyed Hawaii very much, very, very much. It's one of the most beautiful places I've been to, so that was a treat.
Yeah, working in all these different locations would be really interesting as well, I imagine.
What do you mean?
Well, just experiencing different cultures and...
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how different Hawaii is from LA, but I've lived in 3 different states in Australia, and the culture's different in each one of them, even though it's the same country.
I know. It's a totally different world. You know. Yes, it's very Americanized and very touristy and so on, but there are still these little pockets of genuine, old Hawaiian culture, which is fascinating. Very spiritual, very,
Yeah,
beautiful.
Before and after your success in these 2 TV series, you featured in non-English speaking TV and movies. I'm assuming it's in Croatia and the former Yugoslavia, because I couldn't interpret what was written on IMDb. Apart from the language, what's different about working in TV and theatre, screen and theatre, and across countries?
Oh, well, it's a big, huge question. It's different worlds, different size of projects. I mean, whatever we thought in former Yugoslavia that it was a big budget production was actually, compared to American way of thinking, it was tiny, the tiniest independent production. So, it's very chaotic, I would say, but sometimes very unorganized. Now it's very difficult because it's there was a horrible war there, and although 20 years have gone by, things are still very, raw, kind of. But it's beautiful to act in your own language, and I'm always happy when I have an opportunity to go back.
Yeah.
No matter what.
I'm currently reading the book Paper Planes by...
Paper Planes?
Paper Planes. It's set in Sarajevo during the war.
Oh.
It's actually aimed at children. You haven't heard of it?
I haven't, no. I don't know.
It's very humanitarian and very shocking, written in a child's voice. Beautiful book. I'm halfway through it, so I can't really comment on the end, but yes, really powerful.
Okay.
How have the people of your native country responded to your American success?
In my country?
Yeah.
it's so complicated that I can't even tell you anything. I mean, you know, I had to leave my country, and you know, very dramatic circumstances and so on and so forth. So I guess many people were annoyed by my success, but some of them were, I guess, I don't know, happy, or I don't know. I really don't know. It's
complicated.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
It's not a normal situation. It's not that I went away in order to, you know, have an American career. I went away because I couldn't live there anymore. I could not, you know. It was a political issue, and anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the next question.
What are you currently doing?
Well, I just shot this movie, The Space Command. That's what I did. Yeah, and I have a job that I can't really comment on. It's kind of a secret in Europe after I finish this, and you know, I'm trying to finish my book, and so anyway, there is a play that I wrote that is playing in Serbia and Croatia, and so I do stuff. I'm trying to keep, you know, creative and inspired. And
So, can you tell me, just quickly, because we have to wrap up, can you tell me anything about the play and the book?
The play and the book. The book I'm trying to, I hope I'm going to be done in maybe within a year, and it's an autobiographical book. The play that I wrote is also autobiographical, and it's kind of a, yeah, it's a little family drama, you know, about growing up, about a mother dying, and about the relationship between the mother and the father, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
So it's a serious life drama.
Yeah, it is. Very serious.
Do you think there's any chance of it coming to Australia?
Oh, I don't know. Would be fun. You should organize that.
Yeah, it would be good.
Would be good.
Well, thank you very much for
Thank you.
talking today.
Thank you. Thank you.